Welcome to your Discourse Syndicate's FN Hangout. I am the captain, and I wouldn't be here if Kinetics didn't set it all up because I am having a family evening. I'm having a party, guys. If you don't know, today was my last day of my official job, my just over broke work that I do on the side. Got too much stuff going on, too many businesses. Me and Kinetics are tied up, and my time is definitely needed there, and other things need attention. So I blew one end of the candle out, and today is my celebration. It is all over with and done, and I got family here still, so I'm gonna be hanging out with them. But I did want to come on and say hello to everybody, and say hi to the chat room real quick. Sandy Beach, my lady, welcome. Hexotl, Alien Hexican, who else is in here? Melv Tony, always good to see you, my brother. Crypto Class, hey, what's happening? Ewok, Kool-Aid, Mr. Chips, thank you all for coming in here and celebrating the FN Hangout. And very special day for the captain. Very special day. Who else? Dorsey, what's up, Dorsey? You get a free pass all night, so say what you want. I'm too happy to give you a timeout. So nobody gives Dorsey a timeout tonight, no matter what he says.
I already did it. It's too late. Sorry.
Oh, you did? Oh, geez. Okay, so from now on, Dorsey gets some time. Free speech. What's up? Top G News. Get back in here, Kinetics. Come on back in.
All right. Sounds good.
So said hello to everybody. Ash and Crypty and Sloth. Oh, look, Crypto Sloth's in here. Wow, we're being graced by his greatness. The Sloth.
Yes, we are. The Hedron Sloth. That's where he cut his teeth in this community, doing a great job out there.
Yep. So anyway, all around great news this week. Hex is even a better bargain that it's been in. My goodness, what more can you ask for? All of you DCAers, new to Hex, what a bargain you're getting right now. What a bargain. Mm-hmm. Who knows? Maybe you might even get a better bargain as time goes on here. Not saying that that's financial advice, but who knows? We may see it under a penny. Hex under a penny, bro? Hex under a penny? Wow. 1.8.
Not yet.
0.018.
It's a great time to be buying. Especially as all the Hexicans keep attacking each other on Twitter, and everyone's like, I don't want anything to do with that community. Like, it's just going to keep going down. So if you guys want the price to keep going down, keep doing what you guys are doing. The rest of us are loving this cheap Hex right now. So I'm hoping we get to a cent by like Monday. That'd be great. But hey,
so why are Hexicans fighting with each other? Why do you guys continue to fight with each other?
Poke each other in the eye for the stupidest shit. Like, okay, so you don't agree with them, you feel like calling them stupid. Like, you guys have been brothers in arms and side by and accusing each other of the stupidest crap that you have no proof of any of it. So you guys suck. Stop it. You can't even blame Richard at this hard. You guys are worse than he is at this point.
I know this. Hey, and it's all because you're all a bunch of damn pirates, is what it is.
That's true.
You're all a bunch of damn pirates, and I was right from the beginning. That's what we got here. We've got a pirate ship full of freaking pirates that every once in a while I need to put glass in your shoes, make you walk around all day. But
right.
I stay away from the Twitter drama now. I know that it was, there was a time.
Weeks ago, I watched a Joe Rogan podcast, and he was talking to someone. I think it was Andrew Huberman. It was a great podcast, by the way, guys. And he says, I just don't read the. Oh no, it was More Plates, More Dates. Talking about the Liver King, and the Liver King admitting that he was on steroids. And he goes, I don't read the comments anymore. He goes, it hurt my feelings. People are mean out there.
People are mean.
Yeah,
you ain't lying, man. I mean, I get a lot of good comments. People praise and DM me, and I appreciate all you guys that do that. And don't take it lightly if I don't answer you long answers or whatever. But I really do appreciate that. But I'll tell you what, as good as that all feels, when somebody says something bad about you, it stings for a minute. I'm sorry. It does. It stings, and you ponder on it and you think about it.
Especially when it's someone that you've been in the trenches with for the last 2-3 years, and you're like, really? You're gonna do me like that? Like, I thought we were bros. But hey, you know what? I guess the only loyalty there is to their own bags or whatever. I don't
know. Yeah, so is what it is.
I gotta make Dorsey a moderator. I accidentally hit him on the channel instead of timing him out. So it knocked off his wrench.
See, Dorsey, you're getting yourself into so much trouble. You're getting fat fingered into irrelevance.
I'll have to admit it was me being jealous tonight. That's why he got his first timeout. Really? He only said hi to the captain, didn't say hi to me, and I was like, all right, that's it.
Oh, dang! Dorsey's getting it from both ends now. Hexicans
are actually true. In crypto. It's funny because it's true.
I don't disagree with you, Nicole. And I do play. I think I play a big part in it too. So I apologize for helping to condone the piracy that goes on in the Hex community. However, it was necessary. It was necessary in the beginning for us to be the way we are. So
yeah.
Maybe not the crypto community you guys wanted, but the crypto community you guys all deserve, because you guys forged us and made us the assholes that we are. And I have crypto to blame for that. The crypto community, that is. And all of our haters and detractors that made us the way we are. So.
It's true. It's true, though. We were conditioned for literally the first 2 years, up until the all-time highs. We were conditioned that we ate so much shit. They literally force-fed us shit, the crypto community did, for 2 years. We hit our 10,000x, and it was our turn to be the jerks and shove it back in their faces. And now they're laughing. They're like, you're down 99%. Yeah, I know. And then we turned on ourselves as we went down 99%. Yeah.
When everybody else ran scared, when the whole crypto community left and said, "Fucking get away from those guys, man! Those guys are rabid dogs, man. We're out of here." And when they all turned their backs on us, then we started freaking attacking each other. Oh my god! Oh man! I don't Gains Club. I don't bench anymore. I got old man shoulders, and my trainer won't allow me to do so because the straight bench, it messes with your shoulders. So I do, dumbbells and stuff.
I'm all dumbbell guy. I'm dumbbelling and cables. That's what I do everything with. Yeah. Very few things I do on the machine.
But I do, dumbbells at like 55s like I did last time. So
I think this is a dodgeball. Is this a dodgeball reference? We ate their shit, then shat out their shit, and made them eat their own shit that we had shat out.
And that sums it up right there. That's sums up right. The Hex community right there. A bunch of shat-eating pirates. They're making other people eat their shat that was shat out from eating the shat. Oh, man. Man. Yeah, you got. Is that a new haircut you got, bro? No, you always have the same one.
It's the. So I go from.
I'm gonna call that the Tone Bays barcode look.
Fuck no, there's no barcode in that. Fuck no, I don't accept that. Anybody else? I'll take the fucking Peter McCormick hair before you accuse me of that shit.
No. You've got hair. Vase doesn't have any hair, and he just has like that barcode sitting out there. That was smart. Was like the favorite.
It was funny because it was Richard that told him, "Bro, just shave your head. Your hair looks like shit. Shave your head." And then he did. So I at least, he definitely looks else. Tone Vase should credit Richard Hart with the shaved head.
Thank you, Bitcoin and my hair are now. He's that was the best. That was like I choked so hard and laughed so hard when Hexo sent out that beep meme. It was if you guys haven't seen it, Tone had a comb over, right? And he had just like 4 or 5 strands of hair hanging off the top of his dome. And Hexo memed it with a guy with a barcode reader, and the meme just said beep.
Yeah.
Top using toe. Uh-oh.
God, you're lucky I like you, JFK.
He did cost $2 to throw that at you.
I know, right? Well, about $1. So since or I'm sorry, probably $1.20, since Australian dollars only worth 60 cents on the dollar here.
When Peter and Tone Vase ignored the Hex community, we turned on each other because they left a void that needed to be filled. A violence void. Yeah, man.
Dude, it was the best way back in the day. Just thinking back to some of the funny stuff that's happened in this community over the last 3 years. What was it? About a year and a half ago, Toned Vase showed up, and it was just a vase on screen. It's all da 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 da. That was awesome.
Yeah. Oh, who do we have here?
Oh no,
a guest. We have a guest with.
We got a forehead.
It's just a forehead. Let us
Let's
see a little bit.
Forehead.
Oh, he left.
And he's gone.
He may have been taking his clothes off.
I hope not. We've been there, done that. More than once.
More than once.
Oh my gosh. Why this community? Why? Well, of course.
Not the community that you want, but the community you deserve.
Yep. 100%.
That's who we are, man. I mean,
yep.
From Richard on down, man. Not the founder we wanted, but the founder we deserve. That is faux show. Faux show.
Man, I'll tell you what. Big Pep was back tonight, and he was spitting truth. Lots of truths out there.
Oh, Big Pep came on tonight?
Yeah, he did.
Nice. Well, good. Everybody should be coming
too.
out of the bear mark or out of the woodwork now. And now we just get Hexo back, and we'll be one big happy family again.
Yep. Yeah.
Yes.
Those are the two I miss the most, quite honestly, because they were always fun and lighthearted. And you know what I like about Pep is he's like, I got thick skin, whatever. Say what you want about me. But you motherfuckers quit your jobs too early. You spend too much time on Twitter, and you're a bunch of crybabies. And I'm like, yeah, that's my guy. Tell him how it is.
Dude, I'm telling you, there's nothing worse than retiring at the bottom of a bear market. I mean, this is like, it's not, I mean, this was obviously, it was planned for over a year. And, I had my resignation set up for this month. And, I gave them an extra year is what I really did. Mm-hmm. But man, it's like, oh, do I really got to get my last check?
Yeah.
But no, it's all good, man. It's all good. I can't wait to get back to work on, this year on our businesses and we
got a lot of really cool things in the pipeline, and I'm really excited about the future. And things are really slow right now, and we've spent a lot of time working on things in the background to help fight for this community that they're not even aware of. So I think that's probably the only thing that frustrates me is when you see you're a scammer and he's trying to fleece the community. When you see that shit written about us on Twitter, it's like,
well, it's just because you got those shifty eyes, bro.
Well,
you got shifty eyes.
It is what it is. Shifty eyes or not, it still hurts. It's like, man, you guys have no idea the time and the amount of money it's cost us, and we've never made a dime off the community. Not one fucking dime.
Yeah, when you guys gonna start paying out, man? I want to make some profit off you motherfuckers. Come on now. Put it down.
Be nice. It'd just be nice that, and I don't even care about the profit.
I ain't got a job no more.
Yeah, I know, right? It'd just be nice to get some recognition that, hey, guys, thanks for all you fucking do. I mean, there's a few of you guys out there that reach out, and you guys are awesome. But
yeah,
the rest of you guys need to get a job. You spend too much time on Twitter.
Way too much on Twitter. Oh my gosh, the Twitter is just that thing that. And I'm sorry, but ever since Elon, it's been getting worse, man. It's turning into a swamp.
Yeah.
I still have you bought your blue? Thank you, Sandy. Appreciate you. Have you bought your blue check mark
Sandy
yet?
Beach, you rock. No, I have not. It's did they make it available for Android? That's how little I'm on Twitter now. For a while there, it was only if you had the Apple iOS.
Yeah. Well, then even if you had the iOS, you couldn't do the lives anymore. I couldn't get in and do the live talk.
Really?
And yeah. So then they fixed that. So now, it's fixed, but still it's been kind of a shit show.
I will say Mario Nafal is killing it out there. I mean, his name is making some big podcasts out there right now.
Oh, Mario. Yeah, he is. He's killing it.
He blew up, man. He got a hold of the right people to get started and created this whole Twitter space movement.
He's a fucktard, though.
He's not the brightest guy out there. That's for
sure. He's a fucktard, dude. I listen to his, like, how the hell is this guy getting all these people? Got nothing good to say. A freaking idiot, to be honest. Oh, and I like the clickbait. What did hang out with Andrew Tate?
Yeah, you like that? Everybody who isn't aware, the guy just got arrested for supposedly human trafficking and rape charges. So we'll see how that all unfolds. I'm very neutral on that stuff. I don't believe anything that the media throws out there until I see some actual evidence. I don't believe
anything that tard says. I don't like that guy, man.
You don't? No worries.
No. Andrew Tate's a fucktard. I don't like him either.
There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with your opinion on that. I have a hard time with anybody when you're he's poking the bear when it comes to like the leftist woke and the tech companies and here's the problem. He started going after governments, and so whether he did these things or not, they're gonna throw the book at him however they can. So good luck to that guy if he didn't do it, and you know what, you get what you deserve if you did do it. So hopefully it all comes out.
I just remember his kickboxing days, and he just turned into this real freaking, like, I don't know. I just don't like the guy.
Yep. That's okay, because our kickboxer Jake Lund
is killing it.
Has a higher level world championship title at the same weight class that Andrew Tate used to fight at. So we have a better kickboxer in our community. Just want you guys to know that.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Much better. Well, Andrew Tate doesn't kickbox anymore, but
no.
I hope the best for him. I hope that if he didn't do these things, that he doesn't get framed and
I agree.
Put into a situation. I don't want anything bad to happen to the guy. I don't know. He just never, something about him I just didn't like. It's
all right, dude. The one thing I do like, his underlying message, I really do like. So there's a lot of people that cut up his 3-hour talks, and then he'll have like a 30-second clip where he'll troll people to the extreme, but if you didn't get the context of the hour-long talk of the point he made before it, it looks very misogynistic. And so the problem is that, everyone wants to attack him based on the things he says, attacking other people, especially the weirdo left. But quite honestly, some of his underlying message is really good. Just be the best version of yourself, guys. Go out there, lift weights, be healthy, go make money, provide value to the world. And those things I do support his message on that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's you can do that with anybody. You can make people look bad, pull bad things. I mean, shit, we've got, if you took all the rotten shit that we've said on these streams and put it all together, we'd be hated,
Oh, well, we already are, even within our own community. So, I mean, go read Twitter. Just post, you or I just post one thing and you'll get at least 1 or 2 comments. It's your fucking fault is what you'll get, It's so you'll get the finger pointed at us. So we're not even liked in our own community, so that's okay.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, I hate to abandon you, but I got family here. My nephews, I'm going to go spend the rest of my time with them. And my brother's here too. So I got some family hanging out. So got to get rolling. I love to hate both of you.
I love Dorsey. I love Dorsey. Real quick, just an announcement for all you guys. I'm wearing this shirt tonight, the E3 Syndicate shirt, because my welcome introduction, here's my channel video comes out on Sunday. On Monday, we will release the Robert Kiyosaki interview. So
nice.
Yep.
The new D3 syndicate. Oh,
Yep.
JFK's in here.
E3 syndicate.
Nice.
So you guys catch it on Monday or on Sunday, and then make sure to like, subscribe if you guys would. I'd really appreciate that. And then even leave a comment. Fuck you, you suck. I don't care what it is. Just leave a comment. That's all. I just want engagement. I don't care if it's thumbs up, thumbs down, or comments. I just want you guys out there. I don't care what it is. Just leave a. Well,
Did you see Wake Dog?
No. Oh,
Andrew Tate ain't on the show. You lying.
Andrew Tate. Well, but
hey JFK, I'm sorry to abandon you, bro, but I got to roll, man. I got family. I'm going to go spend some time with celebrating tonight. But good to see you, my man.
Yeah, good to see you too, Captain. All the best. Have a great New Year.
Same to you, man. Same to you. Happy New Year, Hexicans. Appreciate and love all of you. Be safe. Have a great one. And hey, bull market's coming. Bull market's coming.
I'll talk to you tomorrow, brother.
All right, guys. See ya. Love y'all.
JFK, my guy, what you doing?
Just hanging around doing bugger all, mate.
I like it. I like it. So I'm glad to have you come on, man. Otherwise, I was going to be like, well, I can read some comments for a little bit until I get bored, and then I'm out. But I got a cool friend to hang out with here, and you were able to watch with T-Bird. You were able to go watch the actual fights. You got to see Jake Lund's weapons at work, didn't you?
Yeah, man, it was amazing night. It really, really was. All kudos to Mayo for all the efforts that he put in.
Yeah.
I mean, the Hex promotional side of it, that was everywhere. Like, you know, on both boxes, shorts in the main bout, on the ring, there was placards up against the ring, on the AV stuff. You know, it was a really, really great night. I mean, the undercard really sort of built up to the main fight.
That's awesome.
It was a really, really great night. And the fight itself was, was fascinating. It really was. I thought the first round was probably a draw. With the points the way it was, maybe his opponent might have got a slight edge. But thereafter, he just creamed him. I mean, every round, I was at the corner where Jake was, and you could see right ringside, right on the corner. You couldn't have got a better seat. And every round, they were patching up, trying to stop the bleeding from Jake's opponent, George. And he come out within 30 seconds. He was flowing again. His head looked like a beetroot by the end of it.
He say that last part again?
That, you know, each round that George came out after they patched him up, it took about 30 seconds of the fight, and his blood was flowing freely again. You know, and Jake just by the end of it,
he was playing with him. George was throwing kicks, and Jake would just step back and watch it miss, and he'd look around like, "You see that?" Like just playing with the guy. I loved it. There was a
bit of showboating on both sides, but Jake's was justified. Like even at the end of the fight, he just dropped and did 5 push-ups.
Yeah,
you know, I've got more left. But at the end of every round, George stood up on the ropes and was putting his arms up to the crowd and going, you know, and we were just booing and jeering him like, "Sit down, you idiot," you know. And he made comments like before the fight, I think the people that I've fought before were a lot harder than what Jake's fought. And so about the end of the third round, when they're trying to stop the bleeding again, he's sitting in the corner, I'm yelling, and I'm quite loud.
Yeah, I love it, dude.
And I was yelling at him going like, you know, things like, you know, "Hey, George, you said that Jake hasn't fought anyone as hard as you have before, but you haven't fought anyone as hard as Jake before." And we're giving him all this sort of shit. We were like really vocal.
Oh, I'm glad, man. I'm glad you guys showed up. Those you guys like all showed up with good Hexican shirts. Like it took a. We were worried weren't gonna get there in time, but we got them all. Got a new round of the shirts, like the one you're wearing right there, which
Yeah,
you
well,
guys
this
can
was
still find. They're still for sale at hexfights.com.
yeah, they're
So
awesome. Like,
yep, and that's the
diamond.
Enigma design. That's the Enigma design.
Yeah, but that's like the diamond for the diamond belt there.
Yeah. Yep.
And what that was the other awesome thing, that there was a lot of people at Mayo had organised, and we hadn't met before, but we were all wearing these shirts.
Yeah.
And the expression in Australia is, you stood out like dog's balls.
Like
You could just spot wherever the Hexicans were. You could see them and go and talk to them about what was coming up or the excitement. It was really, really great night.
Oh, hell yeah, man. It was cool. You guys showed up in force. Discourse Syndicate and Hex.com and the Hex logo were everywhere. And I'm glad that the promotional company, the Rise Fight Promotion Company, they become I would like to say that I've got a good working relationship with them, but they just love us as a whole, thanks to Mayo. So nothing but respect going out to Mayo, because Mayo is the one that put that connection together. And so the Rise Championship guys, they keep reaching out to us like, hey, you guys want to do some more? And we're like, man, it would be really cool to be all over your events. So that's some more discussions that we're having. Going forward, though, we probably have to have some participation from the Hex community to be able to do that. Otherwise, we'll probably have to let those opportunities go. This channel doesn't make enough money to pay for those things. That's the problem.
I'll have to buy some more super chats giving you a hard time then.
There you go. Hey, that sounds good. That sounds so good. Hey, Crypto Heartbeat, good to see you there. So I got something. Actually, I've got a little. I see what the chat is talking about, guys. I'm gonna play a small video clip for you guys. Played it in the past. I know you guys love it. All about the meth leopards. But in the meantime, let's get Briz up here and say hey real quick.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good, brother. It's good to see you.
You guys still surviving? Oh man.
Yep.
I feel like this bear market. I'm like, oh, help me.
It's the compounding of negativity on Twitter and the price slowly but surely still going down. It's not the easiest thing right now. It's not the easiest thing to do.
For me, I was like, when Hex hit like 5 cents, I was like, man, this is max pain. This is pretty bad, but you know what? I can handle this. This is all right. I got reserves. And but now 1.8 cents. This is max pain. I'm like, oh my god, I don't know if my heart can take anymore.
I'm hoping this is the capitulation. I'm hoping this the capitulation, and the turnaround is right around the corner. So,
thing is that bear markets are always worse than you imagine them, and bull markets are always better than you imagine them.
True.
So, I mean, you are rewarded financially if you've got the kahunas to buy up when the price is this low. And that's what a market does. I mean, you know it's a good project. You know that it works. You know that it's immutable.
That's exactly it.
Operation.
I love your point.
Guts, you're going to be getting 5 times more than Briz when he bought up at 5 cents.
That's right. That's right. Well, see, that's the thing I keep going back to is, man, so many of us here, especially us three here on screen right now, we as small retail investors, not as paid promoters, because we've never been paid to do this, decided to come out and talk about this thing because, number one, there's no company or centralized entity behind Hex. It's immutable code, no admin keys, works 100% uptime. Like, we haven't had any issues in 3 years. People are still getting paid their APY. And it's in like kind, so it's in more Hex, so that no one knows what the price is going to do. No one's trying to sell you an investment. We just came on screen to tell you guys about this amazing thing that we personally like and have a place where we could join together and talk about this amazing product that isn't going away. Like, so say Richard Hart dies tomorrow, like the product does not go away. We as Hexicans continue to stake and the protocol continues to work. over and over and over, and on multiple chains even now.
I got a question for you guys. It's maybe a little morbid, but a little like I think it's interesting. And the whole idea is this: is that if Richard Hart were to die, would that make Hex suddenly like way more valuable? Almost like how like a Picasso is way more valuable now than when Picasso was alive. Like all these painters, all these artists, after they die, their works of art that is left behind becomes
Richard,
way more like valuable.
I get the point you're trying to make, but
Yeah,
Richard, I love you, brother. I do.
don't
But
die.
you dying would probably be more effective marketing than the outrage marketing, personally. Just saying, but I don't want that to happen, not at all. So
You reckon a fake arranged death might be the
faking your death out there?
Could I just say this?
Hex Casso.
Hex Casso. Oh, I like that.
In this theoretical, what would happen? I think what would actually be a more pertinent question might be what might happen to the hex price if the African priest who owns the OA dies.
Yep.
What happens to the OA?
That's a great point.
So I think to answer your question, Bruce, that would be a larger determinant on what would happen. And I believe that the African priest would be very, very aware of making sure that their legacy lived on. Can I say that?
Sure.
So I would fully expect it to be well looked after.
If the African priest that controls the OA address were to pass away and no one could ever touch that, no one had those keys, there was no succession plan, that would be a lot after all the emergency end stakes. That'd be a lot of locked up hex that would never see the market ever again.
Speaking of locked up hex,
absolutely strangle supply.
Did you guys see the 2.1 billion that got locked up today?
No, I didn't. I didn't see that. I was
Apparently
too busy filming today.
Apparently, it's the God Wales address.
They locked up 90.
Was it 90 days? Sorry.
45 days.
45, yeah.
But they got 94,000 T-shirts.
94,000 T-shirts. Hey, we got another guest here. I got to bring him up here. My man, the guy building things for the ecosystem, the RH ecosystem, the guy that's going to make RH's dream come true to give people the opportunity to be able to short hex and get wrecked. Buck Fiat. Thank you, sir, for joining us. Appreciate you. And
he's muted, by the way.
He's muted. Yep. So we'll let him come on at his convenience. In the meantime, we're going to do this real quick. This is
cocaine bear. I wish they had a whole cocaine zoo, baby. I'd be in that bitch.
That'd be a crazy zoo.
Yeah,
I would want to see the lions.
Oh, that'd be so crazy. Lions versus bears on coke.
You know what animal I want to see on coke is a sloth.
Oh yeah, see if they get fast.
Because I've heard that they'd be the most deadly animal in the world if they weren't slow.
What about this? Molly penguins versus coke bear.
Molly penguins are just gonna want to have fun.
Yeah, but imagine 7 penguins want to fucking have fun with you. That's gonna get intense.
It's gonna get wicked.
What are you guys talking about?
7 Molly penguins versus a cocaine bear.
Cocaine bear, easy.
What about this? PCP ostrich.
Yeah.
Verse.
And that shit's crazy. It's got people like killing their like offspring and everything.
That's a real, bro. That's cocaine that comes with silverware, bro. That shit is
Right.
legit. So PCP ostrich versus cocaine bear.
Cocaine bear.
Again?
I have a different question. That's a serious question.
Bear versus lion.
Not that these aren't serious. Oh,
now they're both on coke, and it's a bear versus a lion.
Lion.
What about this? Meth leopard versus coke bear.
Ooh, meth leopard.
Bear.
I'm going meth leopard.
Fucking meth leopard would take that bear apart and put him back together, dude. I'll tell you
The
that.
speed on that leopard is going to be unreal. It's just going to go for the Achilles.
So you know what? Run laps around the bear. You got to get in tight to fight him eventually, and then you're fucked.
Nah, he just needs to get in for a second though. In and out, in and out, in and out.
He'll take the batteries out of him, dude.
He'd be like Muhammad Ali, just dancing out there.
If you guys don't like that shit, then go to hell. Get out of here. You don't know what's funny.
Stay away from the fentanyl ferrets.
The fentanyl ferrets. Yep. We got the crack koalas. We got all kinds of things here. We got the ketamine kangaroos you guys got down there down south. So gotta be careful of all those things. That video, every time I watch it, makes my day. Puts a smile on my face, and I'm like, I don't even care we're in a bear market, at least for 5 seconds. So I had to put that up there. There's other people talking about meth leopards in the chat. I was like, it's time. It's time to talk about some meth leopards.
What about we expand this concept to the hex community? Like you could say meth RH versus PCP hodl dog. Now there's one for you. I reckon that's a pretty good weight.
Yeah, well, PCP's the thing, guys. I mean, it's like you said, it's like cocaine with silverware. What is a good way to put it. So I don't know, man. Look, the PCP might have the foot up. Hey, Buck, you there?
I am, yeah. Hey, happy New Year's, everybody, and hope you guys
happy
are
New Year to
doing
you too,
all right.
brother. Oh my God, this is awesome. Hold on, we have a friend here, a friend of the show. We were just talking about them earlier, and here we go.
Go ahead, Buck.
Oh man,
I'd probably take that Bars's advice over Vase's any day, actually.
Tone deaf vase. It's not as good as the original, but it was still fun to have you on here, Tone Deaf. Thank you. Oh, accidentally removed you again.
Oh, see, that's how it is, Nipples. I see how it is.
It wasn't as good as the original Kool-Aid. Come on, man.
I mean, I'm not really trying to work here. I mean, hell, the camera
The veil has been lifted.
thing. I mean, I'm not really trying to work here.
Just say da da da. That's all you had to say. And
Anyway,
like,
back
oh
to
yeah, tone
Buck.
bass. I get it. No, we are not using your likeness out there, tone bass.
But yeah, guys, that Godwell address.
That is not a likeness, Briz, because there's too much hair on top of the vase.
2.1 billion
Technically,
hex.
it's Beaker if we really want to go that way. It's Beaker from Sesame Street or wherever the hell it is.
Anyway, Briz, go back to your point. What were you saying there, sir?
The Godwell, they staked 2.1 billion hex today. That's crazy.
That's awesome. I wish it was for longer than 45 days. Maybe
what does
Godwell
that
knows
mean?
something we don't.
That's a very good point.
Maybe Buck can like give us some insight. He seems to be, like he has
Seems
that.
to be muted.
He is. I'm actually on the fatty.io website right now because I remember someone linked to the address of the Godwell. I was just wondering maybe he could go through the website with us and help us kind of understand that wallet when he comes back. When he comes back.
Yeah, I'm here.
It's a bunch of bored Hexicans in a bear market, CZ hexing. So that's what you're watching right now. Bored Hexicans in a bear market. In a crack cocaine bear market.
Shout out to CZ. She's having a New Year's Eve streaming party tomorrow.
Right on, guys. Go check out CZ. Her channel is always a hoot, always fun. She does a great job. She has a lot of fun with the people that come on. So go check her out. Go support another Hexican out there, guys.
Wake Dog, I've been told I sound like a drunk uncle.
Drunkle?
Yeah.
Let me know if you guys can hear me.
I can hear you.
Yeah, excellent. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. We can hear you again, brother. What's up? How you doing, man?
I'm well. Yeah, I think the logic of Godwell staking shorter term can be explained by a few things, right? So you want to keep the optionality open if there's moves you want to make. If something happens with PulseChain. So I mean, it just makes perfect sense. I stake similar duration, like you would have seen us stake 35 million hex yesterday for about 30 days, and that's just to give us a bit of flexibility. It's not because we're going to be selling anytime this year or next year, right?
Yeah,
But what we
we're
want to
long-term bullish.
know is it a secret code for that's when PulseChain's coming out?
I doubt that. I doubt that's the case, but maybe you don't want me to give you my opinion on these things. You want good news or bad news?
No.
I want to hear both.
The news.
I'm realistic. I'll take either. I'll take news on both sides, good or bad.
Yeah,
shake out the week. Come on.
Yeah, well, my opinion on this is that, and I'm not an expert on tech or anything like this, but my opinion from talking to people around the traps is that, the V3 is going to be more like a V1. And, my guys think that they'll need to test that publicly for at least 3 months, right? So, realistically speaking, it's not going to just be a snap launch. But, hey, I could be totally wrong, but my guys think that would be irresponsible. So to just launch it suddenly. So, I have a, sometime after March in my mind on the timing of these things at a minimum.
I think the factor that you got to remember here is the God whale is the God whale. They have the ability to move the market and have done in the past. Remember the first big hex pump, that was the God whale. Price never went back. Now, if they're staking for 45 days, it's not so much they might not know something that we know, but he might know what he's going to be doing.
Yeah, like all those thoughts. I mean, obviously a lot of it's conjecture. We don't have a crystal ball, but there's a lot of thought out there. What if something does happen in 45 days? Even if something happens in 30 days and you're only 2 weeks out after, say, PulseChain did release, you're only 15 days after your such a huge stake ends, and it gives you a lot of optionality there. At this point in time, your interest off 2.1 billion, as far as the amount of hex earned in its US dollar value at the time of the end of the stake in 45 days, more than pays for the Ethereum gas fees. So it's you're not losing anything. Yeah, so there's no risk there for Godwell. So I like that though, Buck.
Well, and I think the other thing it helps maybe is if you've never owned a large amount of a token before, it's hard to appreciate how whales have to think. But somebody like Godwell has more hex than they can sell, and that's just the reality. And that's the way it is with most crypto. There's literally guys, probably a few hundred of them, that have too much Bitcoin and they can never ever sell it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's just the way it is. So when you get that kind of position, and you hopefully are also wealthy, outside of it, you don't sell. You have to basically hold, and you have to encourage the ecosystem or the economy that's sort of built around your token to move forward. That's why you see so many big Bitcoin guys building companies around their Bitcoin. It's because they know they need to have more infrastructure and things around it in order to actually make it viable, keep it competitive, right? So you have guys like Adam Back. Some people think he's Satoshi, right? But building all sorts of things for the Bitcoin community. It's enlightened self-interest. So Godwell is definitely in that position, whether he's connected to the OA or not doesn't really matter. They have to basically work together going forward. That's the reality. So
well, I wish Godwell was actually interested in helping build stuff for the community. So because I know for a fact he's not. I know for a fact he's not. So I won't say how I know, but let's just say he and I have talked. So
it's the captain. It's the captain, isn't it?
That's auto. I was just about to say that. The other thing too is that
I wish it was the captain.
The Godwell doesn't ever need to sell hex at all. No, he doesn't. Go for 1,000 lifetimes.
Now, I don't want anyone to think that I'm saying anything bad about the Godwell. He's been freaking a saint to this community. He's done nothing but been a benevolent whale for sure. There's no doubt about it. So I don't want anyone to assume that. It's just when you've gotten to that level, here's my assumption. I,
for one, welcome our benevolent overlord.
Absolutely. I like the way where his head's at, and he's been nothing but good for this community. So My conjecture is he's one of those guys. So there's two types of people in this world. There's the people who are trying to make $1 billion and those who have made their $1 billion just trying to keep it. And there's no reason once you're at that level and you can afford any lifestyle that you want, that you really need to take the additional risk really to build something else. And when literally with crypto, as we've seen, all you've got to do is be a hodler. This is all you got to do to succeed in crypto is be a hodler.
Yeah. So
I don't it's probably in his own self-interest to not build these things that I'd love to see built, but it is what it is. He's been nothing but good in the regards that he's not dumping on the market. He's doubled the price at least twice that I can think of. He's been doing nothing but what the protocol is designed to do. And so for that, thank you, Godwell. Hats off. You're a good man. Appreciate everything that you've done so far. Or woman.
Or vase.
Hey, thank you, CZ. Appreciate it. Much love over there. CZ has had me at her house, her and Jay-Z, and they were freaking amazing. They threw a great party. It was a great get together for all the Hexicans. Thank you so much for inviting us over. Really had a good time, and man, they were just such great hosts for everybody. So love them.
CZ is the best. She's the best.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a documentary about Hex.
Oh God,
that's
this thing is
available right now. It's has anyone here seen it? It's called Hexicans and the Time Value of Money.
If you all want to have me have my friends make Sean versus the Dead, we can totally do that. Just saying.
I have no idea what you just said, but I will say the first episode, I haven't got to watch all 4, but the first episode was hilarious in my opinion.
It's not horrible, but it's.
Dude,
I guess
Tom is really
the
funny.
fact that it's not your level quality CG is actually what makes it funnier. So that makes it funnier, not worse.
Tom, I'm on episode 3 of your documentary. I like it so far. It's been really good. It's been fair, balanced, and a lot of humor, and I really like it.
I want to know why Tangent's B-roll footage is there, because if you watch in the middle of episode 1, you've got him recording Tangent, and then Tangent from his room, and then the camera that shows Tangent's camera recording the camera. And I'm just curious why none of y'all saw that shit or how he got that damn footage. If I have to look, I have it up. It's 34 minutes. I got it up now.
We got to play this. I don't know what you're talking about. Larry, I literally have no idea what you're talking about.
It's a camera of a camera.
It's a camera of a camera. So I got to play this part. This part cracked me up.
Now, mate, come down from your castle now. Stop playing king, silly buggers. Fucking hell, the fuck is that? Jesus. There he is again.
That was hilarious. I thought it was funny anyway. Like, it's just so over the top, like mockumentary style that I'm loving it. It's cracked me up so far.
He's just walking down the street asking just random people, "Hey, do you know where Richard Hart is?" Does he lives here? I heard he lives here in Florida. He's just talking to a random Floridian.
That would explain.
Yeah, I love it. Just stopping random people that don't even speak English on the street. Yeah, you know that bloke, Richard Hart. He's supposed to be around here. You know where I can find him? In Florida.
No habla inglés. No habla inglés.
It cracked me up. Oh.
Buck, I don't know if you realize it, but you're actually, I believe you're in one of the episodes. So I think
I think he was. What was the reference they had to him? Oh, it was the cameo. The cameo, Buck. Tell us about this cameo. It was hilarious.
Why would you tell us about the cameo?
I thought it was hilarious.
So yeah, I figured out that Tom was a comedian pretty early on, and unlike most people who were angry at him, I thought he was pretty funny because I thought it would be cool. And I noticed he was up on Cameo. And so about a year ago, I made a bet with a Hex OG named Moritz, who's a German guy who claims to be a shark in the Hex community. He's a very unpopular guy with a lot of the Hex maxis. He's banned from most of the chats and whatnot. And he and I were kind of frenemies. We made a bet. He bet me $40,000 US that Hex would go to $1 by the end of this year, literally New Year's Eve. And I bet that it wouldn't happen. And this was about a year ago. So I think Hex was around 15 cents.
I saw the resolution of that bet.
That's right. So anyway, fast forward a year. So fast forward a year, basically it hasn't happened. And about 2 weeks ago, he deleted his account on Telegram publicly, saying, "I'm sorry, Buck. I'm a crab. I'm not really a shark." But anyway, the relation to Tom.
Are crabs above or below
to
turtles?
Tom Gillespie is that I made video. There's I don't know. I don't fuck with crabs. But the relation to Tom Gillespie is that I made numerous cameo videos taunting Moritz about this bet throughout the year.
That is hilarious.
And then I started then I made a Valentine's Day video with Tom, just telling him to wish you guys a happy Valentine's Day. And he really went the extra yard and took his shirt off. So Tom's quite a funny character. I think he's a very good.
I think he's a funny guy. Well, I could tell that you were trolling Tom, but I didn't know who Ritz. I didn't remember. Oh, I remember Ritz now. Moritz, right? Moritz.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucked because that's. I mean, the thing is, it's all fun and games because he didn't win the bet. But if Hex did go to $1, that's defrauding you out of $40,000. He was hoping for a very happy New Year.
Yeah, all I can say about Moritz.
I like.
All I can say about Moritz is he likes Greta Thunberg a lot. He's really into that World Economic Forum stuff. So I guess I should have known better. I guess it's
Moritz, is that true? Are you a Greta fan?
It's true. He's a huge Greta fan.
So he didn't like Andrew Tate trolling Greta the other day, did he?
Moritz wanted us to eat the bugs.
He wants you to eat the bugs. He thinks
eat the bugs.
He thinks you should all be forced to be vaccinated every day as well. So that's. No, I'm not even joking. Like he really believes in these things. So that's one reason why he's banned from Stripe. Because it's quite hard to get banned from Stripe.
Love it. So I just have to pull this up here. Our boy, I love your boy Dylan, man. Dylan Hexicany, he made you a Rarible NFT. It's for sale on Rarible. And he sent it to me, and I just had to throw this out there. Here's a lot.
I really like the JPEG on the bottom right with the bear and the guy with his tongue on the table. That's like my favorite part of this entire JPEG. I looked at everything.
Did you make that one, Briss?
No.
This is great, man.
So there's a lot of good stories in that, but kind of you can't see it very well. But one of those is a poll where there were about 30 of us who are like Hex OGs in a chat room. And we did a poll on who won the bet, basically. Or sorry, it wasn't even a bet at that point. It was, do we think Hex gets to $1 in 2022? And 29 people said yes, and I said no. And that's actually how the bet came around. Moritz thought I was so he thought I was so stupid that he's like, I want to take as much of your money as possible. You're an idiot. You're a complete idiot. It's obviously going above $1. And so that's how the bet happened. And
that poll right there,
and I have to give a shout out. Yeah.
Sorry, real quick. That poll right there sounds like the creation of a supervillain, where you're like, Hex is going down. Now I'm going to create a platform to short it. Now, what's next?
Yeah, is that how this
kind of
really
like
came
that,
to be?
actually, yeah.
You're like, I'm going to give people an opportunity to lose.
Like about a year ago, when I came to London and I met you, Ken, you know, I was actually looking at this thing, and I was saying Hex had topped basically as soon as I thought the macro thing had topped, which was over a year ago, right? So I expected the bubble to pop eventually, and I had no way to short Hex to cover my long-term stakes. I could sell my spot Hex, which I might have done, but I had no way to actually cover my risk. So that was the whole reason to kind of go and look for ways to find DeFi alternatives, since no exchanges provided these. So necessity is the mother of invention. But yeah, that's actually kind of a bit of why we ended up here.
I love it, man. I love
you've really
it.
helped
Yeah,
me.
thanks, Moritz. Appreciate you. But I appreciate you building things for the community, the RH ecosystem. I'm excited about what you guys are producing, and I think it's going to be overall a positive, net positive.
So excited. I'm so excited that all the Hex haters are going to have a platform to fucking wreck themselves on.
Yep.
That's
and what is the?
really
I'm
exciting.
sure Richard
What is-
won't ever use it at all.
Right. Right. Hey, so Buck, what's the maximum amount of leverage I can long when everybody is going short on Hex?
It depends. So if you're using if you're a smaller guy, like a normal human being, you probably can do like 30x on famous.io. If you're like a massive whale and you actually want to move spot Hex around, you need to use fiat to do that. So there you might be, you're going to be getting less leverage, like, you know, maybe 2x or something like that. But yeah, I do expect there's a use case for it. Some very well-known Hex fudsters, some very public people that you guys would all know, have actually reached out to me with interest about this platform because they want to make public bets shorting it. So I'm very happy to
Interesting
as a business person I'm very happy to provide prominent people that dislike Hex the ability to come try. I think it's
well, everything Tone Bay says it does. The markets do the exact opposite. So let me know when he's shorting, because I'd like to long.
There's actually a perfect correlation between Tone Vase calls and Moritz calls as well, I would like to point out. So
really,
it's very
how
odd.
funny.
Yeah, it's nearly 100% correlation.
So Buck is Tone Vase, Moritz.
Ooh. Well, they're
Has
not.
anyone seen them
Moritz,
in the same room at the same time?
I've spoken to both.
Huh.
One's got a German accent, the other's got a Ukrainian accent. But yeah, they could be just on the same wavelength. I think Moritz is probably just a very similar intellect to Tone Vase.
Oh.
What if like a bunch of Hex haters lure a bunch of Hex lovers into making longs versus shorts, and then they get like a hedge firm to come like back them up and like, you know, I don't know, crash the market.
Exception there. Exception, Bruce.
Like, would we have like hedge firms going like to battle against each other?
Well, you need to look for people accumulating beforehand.
Right.
You'll need to start looking for wallets accumulating large amounts of Hex that aren't doing anything with them, that you just don't know if they're going to dump them once that bet's been made.
I can imagine just a bunch of people.
Are you gonna be able to leverage more than what you're gonna lose on a market dumping something that you've limit bought? I don't know. I've never looked at any of the.
They would make a bunch of longs and then come in and drive the price up and just liquidate all the current shorts and then just sit there and wait and then be able to do other shorts and drain the market or something.
I'm sure.
I think the most important thing about what you just said is that that sounds like it's going to bring a lot of money and a lot of fees. So that sounds like good news to me.
That's a shareholder.
The platforms
for the
I'm
people
building,
involved.
I think.
Hey, Breeze,
the platforms I'm building would love to have big money come in.
Breeze, that level of market manipulation almost sounds like Bitcoin.
Oh yeah. Sounds like the market.
Couldn't resist,
That's
brother.
stocks as well. It's everything, right? That's literally every asset class that trades is like this. Why does Goldman Sachs exist? What these trading desks? It's because big institutional money managers need to basically to use them as middlemen because they've got so much money to push around that they have to they can't just go to Uniswap and market buy it, right? They literally have to go through intermediaries and use rather complex networks, dark pools, things like. So these kind of tools are actually very useful for that, because let's say you want to buy $10 million worth of hex. If you just start buying on Uniswap, you're going to eat a lot of slippage, and everyone's going to front run you, right? So one thing you can do if you're one of these kind of guys is you can put a long on famous.io first, and that slippage that you're eating, you're basically rewarded on the other side of it. So these guys that trade and do these things for a living, they're already au fait with all of these things, and it's a very good thing to get their money into the ecosystem. Having these tools is very useful for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's no way with Uniswap, even with one-sided liquidity, that you're going to get these big dollar players to come in and have to watch these trades for such a long period of time to even fulfill semi-large bags at all. I mean, it doesn't take a lot to move, especially with the current liquidity. It doesn't take much to move the price. So yeah, you have to have these tools so that they can participate.
Yeah, well, and you try to imagine the guys doing it with Ethereum and Bitcoin and whatnot. One of the reasons they love CEXs is because they can hide what they're doing a little bit, right? They can send $100 million to Coinbase. You don't know what currency they're going to buy, right? They're not going to just they're smart enough to not telegraph what they're doing on Uniswap. But with our currency, weirdly, they don't have those usual CEXs to really do this. So yeah, it's quite a useful thing. So I'm interested to see what'll happen with that. It's not just about degen speculation. These things are really useful. And the other thing is, it's like if these guys do put money to work and they're able to hedge their position, they're going to feel a lot better about putting large amounts of money in, right? Because the biggest thing you have to worry about when you're a large investor is having liquidity. As I said earlier, guys like Godwell have no liquidity, right? So if you're the next level down or 2 levels down, this is a very useful thing to have.
I saw someone I was on Deck Screener, and somebody over on the Hex/DAI pairing tried to buy like $1.5 million of Hex in a single buy. But the liquidity, I think, is like 30,000. It shot the price of Hex up to like $3,000, over $3,000 per Hex, just for a minute, and then they sold it all back down.
Would have been nice to know that trade was coming and set a limit order, right, for $2,000 Hex.
All right.
Yeah, well, somebody would have ripped his face off with a bot on that.
Yeah, 100%.
That was so yeah. That guy would have gotten murdered. So yeah, that's why one inch and things like that are really nice.
When I see things like that, I kind of go like, how does a mistake like that even happen? I'm like, man, maybe it wasn't a mistake. Maybe it was a signal. Just saying, like, I don't know. Or I don't know. It must have been a bot. It had to have been a bot because it was in and out like really quick. Like,
I think a lot of people are just really not very sophisticated in crypto that have lots of money. In the real world, if you're wealthy, you outsource your money to somebody else. But in crypto, you can't really do that, right?
Yeah.
You have to kind of take responsibility for it. So there's a lot of guys around with just heaps and heaps of crypto. Because they got in earlier because they were wealthy that don't really know what the hell they're doing, and it shows. Like you look at the guy, the guy who's selling over 100 million this week. He was using MetaMask swap, right?
Oh wow!
Like, paying an unnecessary fee, Yeah. So it just shows you that like this guy can't be very smart. Like,
Mm.
you know, like how to execute things. He could be a genius in other things. But
I think it's a really,
you know, it just shows you
really,
he's not very.
really good point you
Right.
make. That a lot of people assume that because someone's got big bags that they have that level of sophistication. And I mean, it's an understandable conclusion to draw because they have big bags, but it's not true in a lot of cases. You see people with really big bags doing some really crazy things. They just don't understand the concept of slippage, quite obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, Warren Buffett's just about to try to get back up to almost third billionaire in the world, and it's because of long-term strategic positioning versus just one real big win, such as Facebook or something else. You can be right once and win big. To be right, consistency over the long of a lot of time is very different.
Whenever I see these guys with big bags, I always think of like, what was the name? Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget petting his cat. You know, just doing evil things from his chair.
That was
All
a great
right, guys,
show. I love that back in the 80s.
Yeah.
Dr.
Oh yeah,
Klein,
dude.
What a team.
The original.
So, you know what I've been up to for like the last 24 hours? I've been playing with, and it's
Yourself?
It's not myself.
No, it's OpenAI stuff. He's trying to learn how to be an artist.
He's trying to learn how to be an artist.
I know.
Here comes Mr. Negatory. Don't be a Negatron.
Your AI prompt engineering looked really good, dude.
Yeah, so does
Actually,
your vase.
prompt engineering.
I don't do nothing. I just type in a couple words and that shit pops out. So
That
it's
would
not
be
like
what prompt
I
engineer
don't have to do anything. So if you guys want to check out some cool stuff, you can check out my Twitter. I posted some stuff on my Twitter, and it's pretty cool. I think everyone should like try to make some Hex and PulseChain related artwork. Just by typing in like, you know, just random stuff. Like I've been typing in like mechanical hexagon and just see what that like pops out. And it's been popping out some pretty cool things. And it's pretty interesting, guys. It was so interesting they let you play with it for free. I ended up subscribing to it for a month for like $10. And you know, I never subscribed to anything because I'm a cheap poor bastard.
I don't know about poor. Cheap might be a good word for you. I know you sold some. I know you've had Bitcoin for a long time, and you sold a lot at the top, right?
I didn't sell any Bitcoin. I gave it all to Richard.
Oh, gotcha.
I either need my Bitcoin back or PulseChain. I prefer PulseChain.
You're finally coming around, Briz.
Finally. You know what though? I won't lie. I did buy back one of my Bitcoins. I'm like, you know what? I have to have at least one. I'm not comfortable not having at least one whole Bitcoin. You got to be a whole coiner. Come on, guys. Could you imagine someone saying, "Oh, I have half a hex"? You don't even have one.
I hope you always have some Bitcoin, Briz, because it's just too much fun stirring you up. It's just great.
Exactly. Hey, JFK, you know what I like about you? We're both cats on the bed, guys.
Well, I'm waiting for the pussy jokes.
Hey, hey, Buck, thanks for showing up, brother. I'd love to talk with you more on this other channel. I'd love to talk with you about, you know, tools of trading and wealth generation, especially using crypto, not necessarily hex oriented. That's what this channel's for, but I would love to have some discussions with you here in the future, brother.
Yeah, sure. That would be wonderful. I'm a guy that likes to look at all opportunities. I feel like it's my responsibility, and I'm quite across a lot of different markets. So I would really enjoy that. I'm going to take the girlfriend down to the beach now, and and then we're going to go watch the fireworks here in Sydney this evening. I hope you guys are excited for 2023. Last year, I bet that Hex wasn't going to do very well. I feel a little bit more bullish. I'm trying to get Eric Wall to make a public bet with me on Hex price this year. But yeah, if any Hex haters want to bet me that Hex price will be down from where it is today at the end of 2023, I would like to make at least a 6-figure bet with somebody prominent that dislikes Hex. So yeah, let the word get out on that. Yeah.
Love to.
That's
cool.
Pretty hard. That's a hard bet to make. Wow.
Great to hear, Buck.
That'll make for a very happy new year next year.
Yeah.
You have to really hate Hex.
I'm
to make that bet.
I'm confident, boys.
I believe you're a man who seizes the opportunities, and may you seize the opportunity of taking your girlfriend down to the beach and to the fireworks. And have a great new year.
I shall.
Yeah, brother. We'll see you later.
Yeah. 2023 will be a great year for Hex, guys. I feel confident about it. See you guys. Take care.
Dude, I'd love to hear that. Thank you. Love it. All right, sorry guys, I was trying to finish up something here. I had some people asking about the channel. I see I've already got some subscribers there. So thank you guys so much for subscribing even before I released my first video. That's freaking awesome.
JFK, did you make a tweet just recently? I feel like I saw a tweet from you that was hilarious.
Well, I'll try. Which one in particular, Bruce?
I don't know.
Don't answer that. Just leave that one there. Just leave it right there.
I'll be right back.
Can I just do this?
There you go. Can I remove myself from the screen? Oh. Well, you guys have all been great. Anyone else want to join us before I shut this party down? I got more work to do. Unfortunately, trying to get a bunch of stuff done before the end of the year, so I don't feel like I've been a slug. So
yeah, well, I'm going to head off too. Been a pleasure being on again, sir.
Yeah, man, it's always a
All
pleasure.
three of
having
you
you,
could
brother.
leave and just let me run the show by myself. I
You want to?
appreciate that.
I'm happy to let you.
Oh,
No, I'm just
AIR
joking.
by Chris. Come on, do it. Real time.
Nah, I'm not a host. That's why I don't stream. I'm not a streamer. I just
You do
hop
good,
on. I put
You
in
do
my
good,
little tidbits here and there. I made notes before I came on because I was like, I want topics to talk about. I don't want to be sitting here being like,
But hey, at least you never booked us a hostel to stay in instead of a hotel. There's that.
That's true.
Well, I love
All
you
right.
all.
Well, looks like it's over. Gentlemen,
I love you all. Happy New Year, guys. You guys freaking rock. I
one
really
last
appreciate
shout
all you-
out. CZ's Hexing is going to have her New Year's Eve stream.
Yes.
Tomorrow.
Yes.
Thank you, Briz.
Be
New
there.
Year's Eve stream for on CZ's channel. Please, guys, be there. Show some support. Show some love. Always a fun time. She doesn't take herself too serious, and it's one of those nice, happy streams. And when I say happy streams, I mean like entertaining, just a way to get your mind off everything else that's going on right now. So, giant shout out to CZ.
Yeah,
Please
totally
go
unlike
check
this
her out.
stream.
What's that? Say that again.
Totally unlike this stream.
Unlike this stream, absolutely, it's actually enjoyable
Bunch
to
of
watch.
bummers.
Yeah, they actually have fun. So, you guys, Happy New Year's, Hexicans. We will see you guys next year. And with that, outro.